Be me, 28, freelance photographer. Portraits, couples, sometimes interiors for realtors. Live alone in a small, light-filled apartment. Quiet, kinda minimal. Been dating Samantha for about 4 months. Met during a photo walk meetup. She wasn't even there for the event. Just passing by, noticed my camera, asked what lens I was using. Ended up walking and talking for an hour. Smart, quick-witted, had this gentle, curious energy. Eyes like she was always noticing details others missed. We started texting, then dating. She's great. Funny in this dry, observational way. Reads a ton, loves older movies. But something's always a little careful about her. Never relaxes fully. Never stays too long. Always says sorry when she bumps into furniture. Asks twice before opening my fridge. Won't take off her shoes in my place until I tell her 3 times it's fine. Hasn't spent the night. Says her own place is just easier. Figured she needed time. Then one Friday, she's over. We're watching a movie. She laughs at something dumb. Leans forward to grab her drink. Accidentally knocks over a ceramic mug on the coffee table. Hits the floor. Shatters. She goes still, like frozen mid-breath. Eyes wide. I'm so sorry. I'll pay for it. I swear. I didn't mean to. Voice trembling. She won't look at me, like she's waiting for impact. Heart cracks a little. Get up. Pick up the big pieces. Hey, it's just a mug. Not a big deal. She blinks, still stiff, like she doesn't believe it. Whispers. You're not mad? Shake my head. No, things break. People matter more. She sits down slowly, then her eyes well up. Starts crying. Quiet, ashamed crying, like she's apologizing for existing. I sit beside her. She says, I grew up in a house where if you broke something, you paid for it, even if you were a kid. My mom once yelled at me for dropping a fork. Tells me how she learned to walk soft, touch light, not take up space. That she's scared to live with someone again, scared of being scolded, scared of being too much trouble. I hold her hand, softly say, You could burn my kitchen down, and I'd still be glad you were here. She laughs a little through tears, says, Don't say that. I'm cursed with bad luck and elbows. I'll buy you a new mug, I say, only if it comes with you attached. She goes quiet, leans into me like she's never let herself do before. And I realize, this isn't just about the mug. It's about letting someone believe they won't be punished for being real. A week after the mug incident, things feel different, not in a bad way, like something cracked open. And she's finally letting a little light in. She texts more often now, not just, what are you doing? But little thoughts, funny signs she sees, photos of her lunch with, should I learn to cook this? On Thursday night, she asks, Are you home tomorrow? Yeah, all day. Would it be okay if I stayed over? Pause. Read that twice. Not because I'm shocked, but because I know what it costs her to even ask. I reply, Of course, I'll make space in the closet for you, and snacks. She sends a little heart emoji. No words. The next evening, she shows up. Overnight bag, her usual cautious look. But this time, there's a spark behind it. I made dinner, something simple, no pressure. She eats without flinching, even compliments the seasoning. We laugh at a dumb documentary about competitive cheese rolling. Then it's bedtime. I tell her she can have the left side. It's closer to the outlet. She asks, Where should I put my water? Anywhere you want. It's your space too. She pauses, like those words hit something deep. Gets changed in the bathroom, comes back in a huge oversized t-shirt. My hoodie, actually. Didn't ask. Just put it on. I say nothing. Because I want her to feel like that's normal. We lie down, not touching, not talking, just there. After a few minutes, she whispers, It's weird how quiet it is. In a good way, she adds. Pause. Like my brain isn't buzzing for once. I want to say 100 things, but instead, I just reach out. Gently brush her fingers. She takes my hand, holds it like it's the first safe thing she's ever had. And we fall asleep like that. No big drama, no fireworks, just warmth. And the tiniest beginnings of home. Starts with a toothbrush, left it by the sink after that first night. Next morning, she notices. "Oh, sorry, I'll grab it." I shake my head. "Leave it, looks good there." She gives me a look like I've just handed her keys to the moon. Week later, she's over again. We're sitting on the floor, building a shelf I put off for months. She holds the tiny wrench like it's a weapon, says, "This is giving me trauma flashbacks to my IKEA phase." I laugh. She puts the last screw in. Shelf tilts slightly. She stares at it, quiet, then whispers, "My stepdad would have yelled at me for that." I gently straighten it, say, "Then it's a good thing you built it here." She smiles, crooked but real. Next visit, she's wearing her socks, the fuzzy rainbow ones. Just walks in and takes off her shoes. No apology, just comfort. We sit on the couch, watch something dumb again. She rests her feet in my lap. "I know I'm always cold," she says. "You're warm. It's a mutually beneficial agreement." One day I walk into the kitchen. She's boiling water. Just did it. Without asking where things are, without tiptoeing. "You okay with me using your tea?" She asks. "After. It's steeping." I nod. "I'm okay with you using anything in this place." She leans against the counter, blows gently on her mug, says, "You don't realize how strange that feels. To be trusted before I prove I won't break anything." I smile. "Even if you break something, it's still yours." And I see it. Not relief, not comfort, but something deeper. Like a part of her finally believes she's allowed to stay. Been a few months since that first night she stayed over. At this point, she's here more than she's not. Her books on my shelves, her favorite blanket on the couch, her toothbrush right next to mine, no questions asked. She's more relaxed now, laughs more, moves more confidently, sometimes even sings to herself when she thinks I'm not listening. One afternoon, I leave my camera on the table, the old one, my first DSLR, been with me through years of shoots. Not my most expensive gear, but easily the most sentimental. She's tidying papers nearby, reaches over for something, elbow bumps the strap, camera tips, falls, face down, solid thud. We both freeze. I walk over, pick it up. Lens is cracked, side of the body is dented. She doesn't move. She's pale, hands clenched into fists, whispers, "I'm so sorry. I'll replace it, I swear. Just, please don't be mad." She's not defensive. She's scared, really deeply scared, starts backing away, like she thinks this is the moment everything falls apart. I stop her gently. "Samantha, hey, breathe." She won't meet my eyes, keeps mumbling. "I didn't mean to. I swear I didn't. I ruin everything." I put a hand on her shoulder, say softly, "It's okay. I know you didn't mean to." She sits down like her legs gave out, tears starting to build, voice shaking. I used to get screamed at for stuff like this. Once I broke a fork and my mom didn't speak to me for 2 days. Tells me about how every mistake in her childhood had a punishment, how she learned to be careful to survive, how breaking anything felt like breaking her place in the world. I kneel in front of her, take her hand. "It was a camera. It sucks that it broke, but I can replace gear." "I can't replace you." She starts crying, not panic crying, just a deep, exhausted release. Like she's been holding this guilt her whole life, and someone finally said, "You're allowed to mess up and still be loved." It's been almost 6 months. She lives with me now, not just staying over, fully, truly here. Her mug is next to mine in the cabinet. Her hoodie's always on the back of the chair. The scent of her shampoo lives in the bathroom now. And the biggest difference? The way she moves. This morning's normal. I'm cleaning one of my lenses at the kitchen table. She walks in barefoot, oversized t-shirt, messy hair, starts the kettle. Accidentally spills a bit of water, wipes it with a dish towel, doesn't flinch, doesn't look at me like she's waiting to be scolded, just shrugs, turns on music from her phone, something dumb and cheerful, starts swaying to the beat as she makes tea, twirling between cabinets, mug in hand. I just watch her, not as a photographer, but as someone who remembers the version of her that tiptoed around my apartment. The version that apologized every time she breathed too loudly. Now she sings off-key, leaves the cabinet open, burns the toast and laughs about it. She walks over, kisses the top of my head, Still sad about that old camera. I smile. Not really. Honestly, I'm kinda glad you broke it. She snorts. Rude. If I'd known that, I would have knocked over something on the first date. We laugh. She leans into me, soft and certain. And I think, this is what healing looks like. Now dancing barefoot in a kitchen that loves her back.